What is going on, everyone? Joe back with Grill Joe's Barbecue, and today we have something pretty cool. New grill day is always one of the best days, and we have the Bighorn Outdoors infrared gas grill here today. This sucker gets up to 1500 degrees. You can cook all sorts of stuff in this. The main draw, obviously, searing steaks. You get that super high heat in there, just sear your steaks away. Super quick, super easy, great sear. But you can do stuff like pizzas. There's different tiers on the rack, so you can do chicken. You can do pretty much anything you want in here, and you can adjust that temperature. So let's get this unboxed, and we're gonna take it outside, and we're gonna cook some steaks on it. So let's get into it. You can pick this up from the link in my bio. They are having an Amazon Prime sale all the way through October to grab yourself one. I'm super excited about this. So getting the box open, obviously right on top, you get your instruction manual, but I think this is gonna be pretty easy to put together. It basically comes assembled already. Check it out. You got your whole box ready to go. The infrared up top with the fire starting unit there. There's just some stuff to put together on the inside. Love that logo, the Bighorn. Looks really nice. So we got a drip tray that obviously will go in the bottom. May not go in there yet, but I just get excited. I start putting stuff together. That looks like a pizza stone. You have these two side walls. Put it in over the, and slide in, and sit down on them. There are 4 bolts on the inside. As you can see, these have little notches. You just pop it in and slide it down. Put this one in backwards. That goes with this triangle part closer to the entrance so that these first bolts are hidden by the design. Super nice. Really clean up the design now. Now you have a nice straight edge on the side. This is the front of the grill body. Sits right down on those 2 screws. Your drip tray. Little heat diffuser. Those go in the bottom. You have these awesome stainless steel shelf levels. Like I said, you can do multiple different heat levels. If you want something to sear, right up there on top. And of course, that's getting hotter than heck. So they give you this remover, just like so. You can use that to adjust where you want to put it. Button here. Will be going right here. This little black part right here comes undone, and that's where you need to put a AA battery, a AAA battery. Random junk drawer battery. We'll see if it has any juice. Oh, I hear it. It has the juice. Then of course, your propane hookup. I love the little details on this. You have the 1500 degrees laser cut into the side of that, and it's a no tool assembly. This thing went together so easy and quick, you don't even need the instructions when you get yours. You can just watch my video and you'll be good to go. Make cleanup a little bit easier is of course tin foil. We'll put some a little tight, but a little bit easier cleanup. All right, now it's time to prep the steaks and go over kind of the cooking ideas I had with this and how we're gonna do it today. But first off, check these out. Those look pretty sweet. I have a buddy at work who has a laser engraving business. I got a few cups ordered from him. I don't know if I'm gonna try to sell these or anything, but if it's something that you might be interested in, you can shoot me an email at grilljoesbarbecue@gmail.com. The 32-ounce tumblers with the closing lid, and they come with straws. So if it's something you're interested in, I haven't really looked into shipping and stuff, but probably somewhere between 25 and 30 bucks I could send one of these out. So if you want one, let me know. I got a handful. If they sell, I'm gonna get them to make me more because these are awesome and I love them. All right, back to the steak. So I tried to get 3 thicker steaks today. I went with the strips. The ribeyes are my usual go-to, but with how much fat those are gonna be dripping down, I thought we'd try the strips out today inside of this cooker. I got these pretty decently thick steaks, as you can see here. Looking pretty good. My idea here is you can cook it completely inside this grill. If you lower your shelf down to the bottom or kind of close to the medium and flip them every 30 seconds till you get your good sear, until you're cooked where you want them, that would probably work out pretty well. But I'm gonna try a different method. An obvious choice would be to use your sous vide. You just put that in your sous vide water at 120 degrees if you're wanting to go medium rare. Let it sit in there for 3 hours and then you pull them out and just hit it in the top sear super fast. Have that sear done and you'll be good to go. The third option that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna direct sear them immediately, right off the bat. I'm only gonna put salt on these. Since it is so hot, I don't want the seasoning to be burning on it. So I'm just gonna give it a good layer of salt, and then we're gonna go the top rack, searing them, flipping, searing, flipping, searing, till I love how the crust looks. And then I'm gonna have my oven on at 220 degrees. I'll bring the steaks in. I'll put one of my temp spike probes in there. We've been testing out these recently. So what we're gonna do, salt, direct heat, 1500 degree sear, get them a nice, amazing crust, bring them in to the oven, and finish them off to our desired doneness with the Temp Spike Pro. So let's get these salted, get this outside and fired up. We're gonna give it a good burn in, let all those shipping oils burn out of it for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes before we actually put our steaks in there. But that gives our steaks a nice time to get that salt melting into that beef, and I just like to let my seasoning sit for 30 minutes or so. So let's get them salted. I went and picked up a new salt grinder to give me some more coarse grindings. All right, we're ready to go fire this up. We're gonna be putting it on that stainless steel table we made the other day. Be perfect out there for this. And remember, links for all these will be in the description for the Bighorn 1500 degree grill, the table, the Temp Pros, this shirt, pretty much everything I'm using you can find on the link in the description, and my email in case you want some of those cups. So let's get outside and get this fired up. Now, if you remember my video of us building this table, it has this side table that pops up, which is perfect because I have this underneath my patio, but I don't want this too close to my siding, just in case the outside gets too hot and radiates too much heat out and melts this. I don't think it's going to. They have hot on here, but I don't think it's gonna get hot enough to actually melt that siding. But I have it on the edge of this, and that pop-out table works great. Instantly fires up. It's hard to tell with this infrared, and I can definitely feel that heat coming off of it. All right, this thing is putting off some crazy heat. Remember, these sears are gonna go fast, so you wanna keep an eye on them and not let them get too burnt. Getting some beautiful searing on this. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these guys. I'm gonna probe these for fun. Yeah, we're showing 70 degrees, so this is why you still have to go inside and finish them off, because you make it a beautiful sear, but you aren't obviously gonna be cooking all the way through these thick steaks. Go back in one more time with that other side. Yeah, those are looking beautiful. All right, like I said, the oven is up to 220 degrees. Pull up my temp spike app. It's instantly reading. I'm gonna probe these for fun. I'm showing 108. These are not gonna take long. 95, 116. So I'm gonna put this one in here. And then these are going into the oven. So my oven's set at 220 degrees and I have my temp probe in there. It's reading 110. For me and my daughter, I'll pull ours out when it's 135. I'll leave my wife's in there till about 140, 145-ish, and then we'll put some butter on them and let them rest. All right, so I have that Thermopro probe in there so I can check it from my phone, but I also use my Thermopro Lightning just to get instant readings when I open that up, just to check the other ones. My steak and my daughter's steak are pretty much ready to be pulled, but I'll leave my wife's in a little bit longer. Right onto the cutting board to let these rest. Now, obviously, I always like to throw some butter on these while I let them rest. I got that Kerrygold. Now I'll let that last one just get about 5 to 10 more degrees on it, and then I'll throw it under here as well. Guys, we let everything rest for about 10-ish minutes. Let's see how they're doing. So they're looking awesome. I'm gonna pull this temp probe out of this one. Looking good. Looking good. Then we let this one cook a little bit longer for my wife. Looking good. So I cannot wait to give into these. Let's just get a slice off of this guy. Give it a little fresh salt. Great sear. Cooked just how I like it. When you go with just the salt, you really let the meat speak for itself. And that direct sear with the salt cooking into it, fantastic. So good, guys. Remember, links are in the description for the Bighorn cooker. They're having an Amazon Prime sale through October. And then links for the Thermopro, the cups I showed you, pretty much everything you can find in the description. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.